abo adeshimamba ha Adom TV nsɛm rekoso ebo mai mu ebrenu aso se de beso mo Adom TV enyomre no siakase nsɛm na dɔso yi pa na soso de di mu akotene ya betene bi eni infiedu mienu abemu wa nsu nyoda eto ye won kramantam ne mu amane baba betodwa se wapatere akwakoto gata bi mu amane ne wokasɛ ebusuafo gusu a wo mo hwe de kyira kwan ya enya de se wo no ehunu no nsi mu nkyere mu ye de beso mu ewo kasi emu international diplomatic and investments consultant and so wakasa e fa US won move sansem no ho osese ba na se nipa dodo yes mo visa to kwan akọ US mining mu dia ban betumi akase bi enyo mo nyina e na obema mo visa na so se wakasa enya de obema obi visa de enya de no betumi aye adwuma sa e wo eye won mo hyehyɛ ya wo mo de egu akwan mu emu eno so mo nsem de beso mo kase ye mu enya no nko aso stores bebro 150 ye ne nyina na e wo Tech Junction Trading Center so no wakasa empanyfo atotum wesanse wo so se wo mo to obi enya de abo no mo atwa sansemi edwadi apomodin obi yeman soko kanse ni nyina ka ho e makase ne demo na ewie pay Facebook /Adom TV Extra DSTV Go TV ko no mo a ensemi etwagum live e wo ho hyene so www.adomonline.com ko honom ensempay wo honom ya twere gu honom podcast so wo honom a obenya biatie medin edokatachi ejisi kapaye ntwe ye ho ne yemra ye ba said ensem de sifatie no Affirmation 7 wasi emfa emamo Ghana reshi enkanka won mo nkramantam ne mo ebehye ne so nyoda nwumre nso brane bi etoye ewo nkramantam ne emu won mo Tabora Israel second cave enya de omunya omuti didi mu nso etoye na esebani ense o ka kire nam so manfie dum yenu aba mu a ofene se Khalil Mil wono besine nya de ampanyufo na wofo wono mo ehunu no suma ne sonkoto ade ene eviti so mo suma no besisa abre yo mo hu ne tiko hu ne ne mu kwan nti mo susu se bi opatere ye na gata bi okoto mo asuo no wede ne ko
enu anwumre nsuo eto won kramantem hama ombepie mo Tabora Israel second cave arewo sem bi esi wa ha ne nyina ne se abofra wodi mfinhia no dumienu ane din ne Khalil Mil pia bontin se oba beto ade obra na bo anajo be se no nso ni mo oba boti so beto pa no ebro beto pa no wie ya okufie no bebia metia menchen ha sei oye na nse ka ofa ha sei afa nchen ha sei akoni fie na nso binim de kobaaye abranti epatere wo ha sei ya eto gata mete anoyi emu ama ensuo no awohoro no ede ne ko Adom kase aba bepie mu ewo second cave ha sei ene abrofra yi maame edi nkoma wode na kosem sei ato yenim
mini ase mini braba kunu fa ntinu na mede na koye krom na mi treat ntinu ma ja onu ni papa wa ase eti endrano around 7 and papa friend say wasuma kali so nkuto kukuba omba ye nkwala nu se kali omukoto kuko no mo banana osi obefi awodi no bad osi omo banana omukoto kuko no banana omukoto brodro wo Israel first care for us and now story ani se omunjira ona isi ni to enti no munjira ona se awodi nenti no befie enti o befe nukwala nu se ni pobo ni to gata nti o yese okoyi na we se omu se wato gata nu John papa so mu call police station when police phone say this 24 hours you can get a full year say for much omu she will be padre tough very bad I call it you may pray and I say I don't know
yaba be pie mu ewo grandma store hanum sei na abofra Khalil ebeto pa no a okufia sa asemnya yawe eto no gene ma mendin komo bisa ne se ona ne nitu ansem ne bidan no hu ye ma me ko betimi aboyi mu kakra den ndra wo hu ye
yo ndra mo wa no fi ha mo so kotokoko nti ofi koko na ha ne nsu na atoma no ho afo nti ofi ono roban no se o topan no sa awards to pedo okufie atino so ayama nti kwan bia adwen nti onji na ho mu na wo no olodi nti o so olu nti obokọ na oji amofra nti ma olukwa na amofra no ogwa wo hwen nti oduru ho man no lutu na no kesa gote no de nsun otwe no anye no ko
Wasaga na for say wani ehu ne ba ne bia no adaworoma bo aposi for ben wo amane me me din nsem ya chidima Adom kase me din ni Selasi amu
Yegoswa ye general ho emu kopie mu ewo nkwanta south no ewo ti mantam ne emu soso edi amentime ho asema ne mo so ewo kuro ne emu nam so medisuani ba ko wetina nanom ewo nsiedu wotu bi obi eto ya eka no sanso no foforo so eprod na kwakopie mu ewa ya sabia ne nyina no ye bayira fashe bi yore share so kuro ne monti
Ababe tujwa se osuku ni baako atwa nananom ewo nsiedo ana ebimu nso epra eyementimu ase a akoso ewo nkwanta south ewo ti ensem no ekra bayire amamre bi a womo eyeya ekutia ye nkwanta senior high school eno enenam so ma basabasa yoyi ekoso ewo ho osuku ni womo ebonituo ewo classroom abramentimu ase esiye no Onipa wono ene de nsemi to Adom News nsentwofo enim ekra mentimu ase ne esiye no etututo ekoso eno nam so ama omanfo atete empatemu wono woma bohu pa osuku ni ono nso epraye no womo ede ne koto nkwanta St Joseph ayare sabia emo ye den pa de amano aposifo ache enipa bi mu emu ema mienu a womo ensa ewo basabasa yo ekoso nim no womo de nhwehwemu egu akwam ede hwese asomdue ebeba wo sampatem ho osuku ni mu no womo ede akoto eyemotwe
Afema yonkwa atoye mantam no emu na anti-galamsey tax force ampanyifo ate o mantam no mo swabo homoden chamfan fidi aduoso enum 75 ena won metwaja atom asey ni nyina asanso so na nipa nan bi wayire won mo epa chinya no kwa excavators mienu won mo esaka ni nyina no yomanfo no bia na won mo etu galamsey ewo ankobra nsuo no ho
Tutadie ankobra ya na no eyesu kese a eno ene som omanfo wo pristia na nanotene ekobo enzima e watoye mantam mu no ene na wie seyi ni nyina ne se galamsey ya omanfo etu ne potam ho edesensuo no enya asem ketu akra omu se enhye ya hodo akoso se ebeboa ama wonu matumi etu galamsey ya sede nenso ni nyina entumi nkosi aga eno na atoye mantam so afo Joseph Nelson ete Brigadier General Musa Waja ya ono wa homigie mu ene asrafo mo hwe oman so ewo nsuo so egu mu se omo so nya de obetumi so beboa ma galamsey ya esensuo no betumi etu ase omo etumi ekopie mu ankobra so kase no so a wonum akere nipa nan na shamfan fidie nso maako aduoson no mu de wonum asei ni nyina emo kire se beboa ama galamsey akofom kra.
In all this operation, we've realized that the Okyeame River has been diverted. Are you okay? And this diversion that has been done, most of the illegal miners are operating in those areas, and most of the rivers have been flowing to that place. And at the same time, that is where they use the water to wash their illegal activities. So that is the main cause of why the Okyeame River has not changed much.
We outside to just say, so more Juma DN, so I can't any video or the baby Jumano. Nadia, a dozen sa, and Tia by any abreso be to Galamsey, and I said, yeah, and the Oma Candian so and also my own send a bear, a Kwa West Side, a Becosu Jojo, don't wait to me, Ediso.
To some extent, the logistic problems have been addressed. If it hadn't, we wouldn't have had the opportunity of sailing on the Okyeame River. But we think that more has to be done, and we hope that very soon the authorities will meet our expectation for us to try and solve the problem once and for all.
Regional head Emma Consumer Banking Ecobank Ghana and Anglophone West Africa wono so sembia wode ato jo se ho abahia pa se ye corporate Ghana mpanyefo betumi abon homodia na nwia ye dwedwia e wo my Ghana emu aban no krampo edi green Ghana aba no on betumi de sika kase bia hyemu ni nyina no beboa mo my kwa ebretu asanso afa ne toma pa efra na ne nsem ye de to dwa wa bra Ecobank wono mo ene the Light Academy School na school sa hodo bia ni nyina no wadenta e ka mo toma bo mo hyase dwedwia nwia e wadenta
Ecobank Ghana any junior high school a womo adenta the Light Academy School any schools ahodo bi eka ho akobom akodua enua sene beboa abomantem ahodo enho ban regional head consumer banking Ecobank Ghana any Anglophone West Africa Tara Square ekasa ewo dwumedie no ase no odi to dwa se
nipa so home oxygen ujemu carbon dioxide are harmful to the to environment near womb no in diana ye no absorb carbon dioxide no na I help you with the production of oxygen inti jeje ni say dua bia eboa ma otume home from apa se na nyame abɔ no nti na ye wonua ye wo yen ye wonsuo nti yen ye boa se ye bedua nua na ya sustain ye crew na ye wom na ni wiase afa na nyina.
District Manager Forestry Commission Dr. Sisiama enso ebo Ecobank abaso pa won hihye odi egu akwam edua enua ahodo e wo man Ghana
ni Ecobank ye ade papa because omo boa e ma ya bo ye kwaye ho e ban omo boa me edua enua na bebi enua ni no so enye bi na fe so aboa ma enkwala e maiwa ne mrantie sisi so no omo so enya opepa de edua enua faso e benya de bebre because ye nyina ni faso ye nya wo enua edua ho enua e boa ye me nya from apa home enua boa ye me ya pomuden ejina enua so because say enua ni ho anka oxygen ayenya ne ke nya enua so twe from abone e friend carbon no e free ewie mu e na ma ye from apa ye home enua yetimi di sayare enua ebena na nyini ene ne news no e desimi di sayare.
John Bosome dan etoso enu mafimpi no na edio no wenum ne mo na wiase nyina esi honom se World Environmental Day energy media hodo na na mpanyimfo de hyehyɛ so wiase afa na nyina emu na kopie mu wo boase no wasantematam ne mu mpanyimfo de a wo mo ehwɛ ye no mo hwɛ ye ha hodo bi a plastic robesin ye didi dwuma ne tumi ha ye nsase na mpo ne tumi nya nsunsuaso ne wo man Ghana de hye apomodin nsɛm so na hodwumadi a Anglo Gold Ashanti do April mine wo mo de hyehyɛ so wo boase ne mpotemu no wo de hodwumadi nyina no ba wiye wo takwa ne na esewani o sɛ ka kyerɛ Adom kase ye de akyire bia ye de to aso.
Afei dwumadi a wiase nyina de si hɔ a no wɔde kai ɔbɔ ade abobrem ɛda mekyerɛ World Environmental Day kɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ humo bosome de to so numu a asɛm titira na da so ɛyɛ beat plastic pollution or ending plastic pollution globally ɛno ɛna Anglo Gold Ashanti Eduaprem mine ɛde dwumadi soronko kora hyehyɛ so a wɔnom ɛde awie afei dwumadi no a ɛnya asɛm ketewa kwankyerɛfo pani a wɔhwɛ akyire ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ Abraham Osebonsu ɛna wɔde ato dwa sɛ wiase nyina sika korabea baatan World Bank nhwehwɛmu akyire a efin ya ɛyɛ plastic yi bia ekugu apum nododo afibia no enenam opepe nwotwe ya enya asem ketua ya omo kyerɛ sɛ emfiri sambre nkopi afimpi mienu ne aduonum tempanimfo entu anamo anhwɛ nsisa ade ya no kwane a ene plastic a umbeyi na apum no bedo so akyɛn enam a ebefiri mu aba eno nti ena ode ato dwa sɛ.
Before we leave this forum, I challenge each one of us to commit to the plastic pollution pledge by practicing the following 4 R's. First R, refuse single-use plastic. This includes items like straws, plastic bags, disposable cutlery, cups, and so on. Second R, reuse items. Make sure you carry your own reusable bags, bottle containers, and other durable items instead of single-use plastics. Third R, reduce plastic consumption. Find various means to cut back on products with excessive plastic packaging and choose products that use alternative to plastics. Last, recycle properly. Look for plastic recycling firms and ensure plastics are recycled according to local guidelines.
Amenyina sanse mi so yentwa ye ho ne yenja boafo nkrato ye ba nsem ne bia ka kyira ye de beto aso sam wakwa ba bia member Adom TV enwumre no nsia ka sei so ma yento a yensem no so na Ghana de hye be hye ne so nyoda enwumre osoafo ye ohwama no yensem so be ba amane wo kire mu ese na madesuafo bi omuguso US mine mu omovesa ewo na so monyo magen so mesa so bo my Ghana mo ne no US ban no hwe ne mu ese wo mo mbeba be jevese bia no enya de obetumi edia mo ma na se nyani padodo na na o mo sabetumi aka o mo edie so ama international diplomatic and investments consultant Farouk Al Wahab abekasa ho was US ban no wo ho kwan se ni padodo e ba so bo pevesa wo mo be yiyim na so se wo ka se enya de obi mo bi afesa de enya de be yadwuma.
Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Endra Odeto Ghana for enim say 21% of Ghana for omoji student visa eko US maimu eko suade no. Oma disia nechi no omo nsan san omechi emba omaimu. Na eno nam so ebetumi ama US aban ne ede omo nsa atu Ghana for so. Eye visa ban no obia entumi enko US maimu. Se woko siadio se okodi ni dwumebi enam sa nsemi so ema Adom TV ene diplomatic consultant Farouk El Wahab twetwenkomo ne nsem na odi tu dwa no ebinie.
And the students in a normal bar, it is not something I mean we can do anything. So Okasa unsusa so yes yana US embassy like any other embassy, they have what is called visa quota. The visa quota in a year, as an example, if Ghana as a country, America gives us visa quota of 10,000, the whole country in a year, including administrative, government, meetings, government agencies, and then also medical, and then also school, then the normal visit, and then also family reunion, people who are joining their families. Granting said 10,000. Students there may be 2,000, 3,000 for America the whole year. So they will not drastically say they will restrict Ghanaians from going to study in America. That one, it will not happen because the American universities also, they also make sure it is their responsibility to also getting international students because they bring in more money to most of the universities.
200% they need to come back and say about doing the Felisa is a Trump banana. It will be best for the country.
Because Juma 17 years Ghana.
Actually, I think it's because of the salary difference compared to outside and Ghana. The difference is very large. So I think probably that's why a lot of students, when they travel outside, they don't want to come back to Ghana. I mean, they should make their salary attractive so that when they go, they will want to come back.
Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa Endra Odeto Ghana for enim say 21% of Ghana for omoji student visa eko US maimu eko suade no. Oma disia nechi no omo nsan san omechi emba omaimu. Na eno nam so ebetumi ama US aban ne ede omo nsa atu Ghana for so. Eye visa ban no.
Intino US visa sense mi hon ma yenko na yenhwe de twemu pote de ntia mpanyefo e kyerem se nya de awoko se okope visa ahwa na wonsa ka na san ahwa na wonsa ankanti yenko na yenyanti ase ewo mu na yenhunu sede mpanyefo nsem mo ka no esifa etie Wada John Bosmeda na toso aduonu wansia ya na no eye enyoda soafo no ehwa ma no ensema so Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa wode amane boy betu dwa wo kire mu san hwa Ghana US aban no de nsa betu yen so be yeden so be free Ghana to kwan akọ US mine emu e de bentia wo kire mu ese ni nyina no Ghana de hye mu bi makwa kopie mu wo ye US mine mu ya de suafo na visa no kura wu na se be yom besan so bo my Ghana mu na akwa yeden so mbetumi asan so aba emfa ho se wo mo visa no ewu wo kire mu ese Ghana this year na adesuafo mu honom no wo eyo hachiche mu aduonu baako eno mo visa ewu am gusua ewo US mine mu mo nyoma adwen de biada so mesan so aba eyo my Ghana emu osuafo na ekire mu bo amane biem say United States of America wo maban no abomodin ya Ghana ban no yi no wasotire dia fade ekoso ewo eyo US mine emu ani nyina na efa Ghana adesua afo ehonti statistics no say dey sifa etie Inti wa fimpi no na aduonu nan emu US embassy ye no ewo my Ghana emu bebo amane ye kire mu se Ghana adesuafo ye no mo hwe no so mbeko US mine makwakosua ade na wo monko a 61,000 ya wo mo ka so mo pevisa akomane mu akwakwakwoto mo adesua ensema so embassy ni kire mu se emu 25,000 pe na opene wo mo so ema wo mo visa ye emu 36,000 de anya ade o ma wo no mo visa Ti data on we edit to Ghana echere mu ese no kwasem Ghana this year 21% o hanche mu aduonu baako na chese visa no won mo ensa anka bi na chese om gusu a omosa ka bi kopie mu honom visa no kurabu se be yom beba no so kurada ne asem na so mu be 5,040 students na chese wo echere mu ese won mo intumi emba o my Ghana emu enfa won se o makosua ma de na wie na mo visa na wu na so mo nyoma agen se won me beba nti yenhwe sikadodo a US aban no wonya edi visa application mu nti wo pese wo apply for visa sika which meanya edi efremo ti obi bia ye na agye se opevisa edi akọ US mine mu asika waje $185 $185 enya no nko a omo sanso agye service fee no so nko a no $350 na se wo kan nyina abomu dia na ye $535 sika ban wenya edi free visa application no nko a emu na no no mu no na wo kyire mu ese 36,000 na visa no enya de se wono mu edi ema wom na se embassy ne sika omunya edi free 36,000 nko emu no $19.26 million. Sika no mu dupa $19.26 million. Na say ye woman na fimpino na duno na ne mu visa anya de sempanyifo e de ema won mo nti yento aso na yen hwe de Ghana ban no so aka e de afa ye US visa sensem yi ho Ghana ban na bechire mu so guswane mpanyifo di nkomo mu ye adwuma ebom e hwe se de ekoso no betumi aso ano se de be ye no nkoyo osi akwan emfa ma obi akwantuo ebiem so ban no we chire mu e de a won mu ehuno de ekoso pa e wo US mining mu mo hwese Ghana de hye mo bia de hyeafo ye wo honom no obetumi ne won madi nkomo no mahu se nhye mpanyifo de egu akwa mu ni kwan se san hye ana sembra no won mo ebuso aban ne so bekoso a na de ekoso bia no so matumi ama Ghana de hye ade hyeafo ye mahu no se de be ya enya de so mbebu obi emra enimtia ti en free sa ensam no so na afa ye fa ye ni enkyere ensam foforo emu OSP Ediamanebo aba betujo se beye na manyukwa hodo ye wo man Ghana emu wo munwumadi abre bia na ni beda hon mo fenchim ni ntino eho abehia pa asa ban ne betumi ate ankrankrokuo bi ye abre bia na manyukwa hodo ye wo man Ghana wo msika totoye wo mo behwe.
The OSP, there are a few things that we may want to comment or bring about.
Office Emma Special Prosecutor Edi atudwa se ho behia pa se Ghana amanyofo kwan ya womo efaso edi sika edi djuma ewo womo amanyoko nim no ho behia pa se womo ebenya eye independent body na womo etimi ahwe womo sikasem Director of Strategy, Research and Communication ewo Office of the Special Prosecutor Sameda Kon edi nsem se tudwa
similar to that of Norway. So this committee would perform functions separately from the organization of the election, and we think that the body should consist of representatives from the Audit Service, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and say the judiciary. And this committee can be headed by a judge.
Deputy Commissioner Emma Electoral Commission Dr. Bosman Asari enso edi tudwa se onyi ntumukra wonsema OSP edi abetudwa no.
The reason why I completely disagree is that the law as it is now, the EC is doing the work excellently. The law as it is now. So if the law should be amended to require that the EC needs to get information about the individuals who are contributing the monies to the parties, the EC will ensure that that one is implemented. So the law as it is now, and as I indicated, initially we were having some challenges, but we've seen a lot of improvement. And we will continue to build the capacities of the party so that we'll get to the point where this thing will become a very seamless process.
Amesanso mo akwa ba bi member Adom TV nwumre no nsia se so afi yenhwe de ekoso ewo apomodin emu Doma West Mesin no ya sabia ye no ewo bono mantam no emu mpanyefo amane ba wode ya tojo sese no ba hono ma de ba akwa akokoye ha e de ama wono mo eyi apomodin dwumaifo bo mo hyedan do so ewo hono ma no kura mponda nchen na dan no kura so e de ma wo mtabre bia ne ha adwen e ma apomodin dwuma wo ye wo hono no eto esnes ni
Ayare Sabia awomo esi emrebia etwemu no District Health Director Daniel Wusu Amponsa edi atudwa se Ayare Sabia ehia eye staff Beye 380 seni betimi ejina ne naso abo omanfo ewo sampatem ho wokyira enam se womo eni enwumafo dodo ewo ho na omo bebu adwuma ntino eyade a edi anwokyire abapa pressure Ayare Sabia akade a womo ehia enam se Ayare Sabia di infishia dumiensa omo hia ne ma bebre womo de adesede atosoafo a ono ne hwe apomuden enwo nsemso
ohwe ye hospital ya adili esenka hospital no ewo nipa be 380 all categories of staff na as a district hospital you're running a shortfall of 173 staff all categories. Now, Oba Hospital here, say a whole hospital. Western North, some portions of Western North, Ivorians, Ebahanum. Now, you want just one medical officer, Dr. Osman. Ukraine,
ɛno nso no district health director a Doma West Daniel Wusu Amponsa ɛde nsɛm sɛ ɛto dwa.
Directorate a yɛtena ɛde yɛ adwuma ebi ne ha. In fact, sɛ ɔhwɛ baabi a disease control unit ɛwɔ yɛhwɛ baabi a public health unit nipa units mako nsia ɛna ɔwɔ dan baako mu a yɛakreti workstation ama ɔmo de ɛyɛ adwuma.
Afei yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so edwadie nso so emu Ghana Revenue Authority mpanyinfo asanso so aka ɔmo ho bi mena asantemantam ne mu soto asahodoɔ yɛ mpanyinfo kyerɛm sɛ bɛboro bɛyɛ 150 yɛ wɔn mo ato wɔn mo ntwɛn ne ɔbɔwura hɔ no mo ne sɛ soto no wɔn mo atom ayigya soto si wɔn mo atotutu mu adom kase kɔpiem hɔ no ma yɛde ani edi ho adanseɛ.
Another Ghana Revenue Authority ne fewa santimantem ha edin credo akese akototo shop be oha ene aduonum ewo tech junction no ewo ofori krom ewa santimantem ha ochem se wana mutu ne nyina eye wona ode abanka ewo to ho a won peso betu enti nene wode san credo no betum ebre adom kase ebopin ho no na wona ebibie won shop dodo na tete kwana no a wode won sasunsun wano a echese asemi efiri won awraw adehie bi nkase mu no mo kire se
like about have expert you will female 6 days na man for say they are required around 82 shops in they are in fast young home shop a young home office in your boss every time for a buy and so on for 1 to 2 shops I got affected because some of the braba has some card but your team some of this kind of crowd for the in the entire aya na your shop in France and I am back up my way say kind near since or say or buy us a year with your mamba.
Oh, one thing I said mostly maybe so much but Omun say they are what you are not saying because some bar around you, I'm local shops in your into no issue receipt. Just so I had what you have to yeah. There was never be on the man. Benetia, I be more receipt, take the time of evidence of funds to the child. There was some no my job, no problem. No, be no man for the sanity.
Ewo GRA anamuntue enye tech junction yanko na course so ebi course so Ashtown ne miamia pia ewa santimantem ha na ogina so atonkra se bofiri ase nei ebeto so akosi se wona edi abanka ewo to ho nyina no behwe na woyi afiri ho amansan chiame kwadwo bi mriku ama no bo asantimantemu.
Amesanso nyina so
ne se brewe edu samedi awokensim ensem bro medina di nyameba Bernard Padibo Trianshia CFM TNF Cup winners Kumasi Asante Kotoko no mudisi omsere so na mpemfo de abetu dwa se omone Kaizer Chiefs say Toyota Cup bi ebo South Africa no and IMC chairman Nana Pinkra wo media to dwa se hunhia se Cup yo mobo no de treasure mo hopom e de akwa Africa.
When the Toyota and the Kaizer Chiefs contacted us on the match because the two clubs had great history with great backgrounds with the support base. So on the backbone of the Vodacom match where we had a draw and went on penalties, we said, it's a good opportunity for us to come back and revenge, take back our glory that we lost. So it's more or less a good thing. We look at it as a collaboration between the two clubs and look going way forward in the future. Opportunity to be together, to move up since we all going to play the African Cup.
Kwesi da ni na watwe state of July President Cup and the bepim so man Ghana Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hawaso Folk Metemba Shedu Ketekana na man the bepim so na NSA National Director Nana Papa Nidin ade ya wampofo ankra dia to just say and across Sports Stadium no enya dia ho ayeye bapa bia na omo yeska e dey sisi o ansa na ya ball game no.
There are challenges here that we must address. We still are waiting for the release of funds to complete one of the stands to allow it to be at its capacity. Beyond that, there are works to be done in the long term beyond the World Cup qualifiers. And we also need to be mindful that before we came in, I'm talking about the new administration, contracts were given to people to ensure that certain works are done. And so far, the audits of those works are yet to be completed. And it would be, premature for me to conclude. But what I can talk is about what I've seen so far, myself personally, and with the team that have gone round to evaluate and assess what is happening with our venues and centers, and it's not looking good. However, we need to...
Sahana Brahma Mankwana Media Wukinsi Muno and Simisiras. Like I say, and come executive fashion on an enemy or Shametari, Kamakama, Semifa Wukinsi and Sema Bromidina, Dinyameba, Bernard Padibuchi, Okatechi, Etwaso.
Afeyenhwe enigi so ensem rap icon Okyeame Kwame ono so ensem dia wode ya todwa wo chiremu de emfa ho so yedwumtini wo my Ghana mu no nim se Yakopon to ne safre no ma no ekọ na banwan mu a obedi nka akira de asano.
So if you weren't a musician, what would you be?
I'll be a teacher. Straight.
Wow.
Yes, completely. I'll be a teacher completely.
Why?
In fact, because that's where my love is. When I finished my A-levels and I went to teach at Meduma, I really loved it. I love interacting with children. I love impacting knowledge. I love preparing to go and impact knowledge, So even still as a musician, I am still going to be a teacher because I think at the end of my life, or by the end of my life, I'll be teaching in one of the universities, teaching maybe psychology, sociology, account, philosophy or something. Because I would definitely end up as a teacher or teaching the philosophy of African music somewhere.
What's your educational level now? What could you do? What could you do?
TCC, I'm a PhD.
Wow.
Yes.
You're reading a PhD now?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Me a PhD.
Where?
At
you don't want the public.
My entire some no so na women caucus here no ewo Ghana yemra shebejefi one more sembi or dia to jo mo se be ya fini e affirmative action and penny focus some dia ban be sine o mu hwe into mo den kra ma ne Ghana man panya be de akire ya wono e yo ba sadama ofuna no ntumo bi e ma wo mo.
Emeko ya omrashebedwam ena dia to dwa se esese affirmative action mrano a mrashebedwam agitu mu afia etwa mu kita onsabosome mu no a mampani de nsa ehya ase mebeye mrano ebehya ase edi dwuma na manso so enya chefa e wa mamu eni dibre mu a enya asem keto akora affirmative action mrei ebebo ade afia etwa mu na ehwe ne mu kwan se ma ne mema benya dibre mu chempe e wo mayi mu nanso ekame se enya ade a wonum atumi de winhye bi ato akwan mu se ne beya sa adwumadi ebehya ase eno ene ma ya omo mrashebedwam ekopi mu e wo mampani abedi akire Professor Jenna no pokwa agemaso ye e wa bankesie mu na donguma no ba no dani abedi akire Patricia Pejei e de atodwa se
it was only last year July that we passed the affirmative action law. The law is now in place. If we are here, we can't just overlook it, but rather draw your attention to the fact that the implementation of the law is very crucial, and it is important that as your role as a mother of this house, we are all your children, and we are going to support you to ensure your delivery as a vice president will be one that is exceptional.
Professor Jenna no pokwa agemaso so edit to just say
now that we are here, what are we doing with the opportunity? It cannot just be for us, as the good book says, not unto us. So it cannot be unto us as individuals. It can be unto us as how we use that opportunity to bring others up. And in our demographic, talking about others, we can focus on the young ladies. There are enough in our constituencies that we can build up. But at the same time, we're also looking at the young children, boys and girls.
Aminyana science so na kasia don hwere ye de somo no mefa ne nyina no esi mobofo adwumaifo na me nhira mo pa eyi ade asembo modern a student apose no be hwe bi akira kwan na ade hwehwe osi anopa awia enanyomre medin edi okatachi eji sikapa makramo.